Hey guys, sorry I haven't been around a lot lately. I've been really busy doing a bunch of adult stuff. I'm currently in the process of buying a new house, selling this house, getting all of that stuff done and ready, and just focused on it. And so I haven't really been even on the mat training or on the mat teaching a lot lately. So that's why you haven't seen any videos or content from me. But got back from a martial arts tournament yesterday, and I'm excited to be back on the mat this week and training and doing what I normally do best. So I went down to a PKC tournament in Southport, Indiana yesterday and competed in kata and kumite. I did a taekwondo pumse, and in region 2 of PKC, which is the Indianapolis area, the pumses don't do well. Korean arts don't do well. They tend to favor the Japanese styles, which is fine. That's understandable. It's professional karate commission for crying out loud. So I just kind of had fun with doing that, and then so I'll post that video on here with probably just normal out, and then placed second in kumite. Didn't do as best as I think I could have. I wasn't feeling super on when I was warming up. I got the first round bye, won my second match. Won my first match, and then the second match was for first and second. And as you'll see, and I'll do some commentary too over it, it just did not feel good, and left myself open a couple times. Took a couple good groin shots. So those were not a fun experience, but a learning experience nonetheless. And had a blast doing it. I got one of my other students to go down with me too, so we had a good time together. He came in 4th place in the same division. He was actually in my division as well, so it was good. So I'll post both of those at the end of this video. I'll just include that in here and then do a commentary over that. But yeah, be looking. I'm going to be doing more videos this week, so you should have plenty of new content coming your way, and some technique breakdowns and some more things to do and check out. So yeah, check out these couple videos that I'm going to attach here, and then we'll see you in the next one. Alright, so I did tie back at the competition this weekend. So like I said, they're not super used to seeing Taekwondo Korean style forms. Now granted, some of my stances here, like my front stances, are off. These aren't too bad here. And then my back stances were pretty good. A little bit of that one was a terrible back stance, actually. Now I'm looking at it. I don't practice pumse very often. I don't practice really any katas or anything like that, like I should. But now, I think I'm going to go back and rework unsu and really learn it and focus on it, and maybe try those at these competitions. I think that would be a fun thing to try and just a good challenge. Also may just try and do my best at tieback and really record and see and look and see how it looks and get all the stances down and get everything down too. Alright, this is my first match, and I'm noticing a lot of different things here, especially with being a kicker with the guys who like to punch. I'm noticing it was a good side kick, but I just caught him on the shoulder. I'm noticing that I'm just too far back on my back foot, which if I'm with another kicker, it's not so bad, but with these guys who are good with their hands and moving their body and positioning, I'm going to have to stay a little bit more in the middle zone, and no point there. They couldn't see it. There's a couple times where I think I got a couple points and they didn't see them, and a couple times where it was close. I think he actually scored that point there. But and I think I got that point, and they didn't call it. That's okay. That happens. It's all part of the game. Thing I always tell students and everything, I think I go with a punch here in just a second. Yeah. So I launch off that back foot. And that's part of the game that, just I got to do a better job of, is just realizing when the strategy is going south, to start relying more on my hands, because I don't ever use my hands. And you can tell in here I'm so flat in both matches. My hands are down. That's normal though. There again, got another point in. Another punch. Here pretty soon I catch a ridge hand strike, and it rang my bell pretty good. That one was just a good shot.
Got a red point. Go.
But I think that ridge hand strike's coming up right here. Boom. Yeah, caught it right on the orbital bone. Not a fun shot. It made me see some stars when I'm trying to stand up here. And took me a minute catch where I was. And once I'm good. And then they had to like figure out what where the strike was. It was just a good shot. It was a good placement. A little hard, but not too hard. Like I said, it just kind of rang my bell for just a split second. I'm not sure what the what it was here. It was a good clean shot, just right on the face. And then they had to figure out how much time was left, because they called time, and it ran for like 3 seconds more. And I got a little upset after I got hit in the face, not gonna lie. And just wanted to make sure that I followed that up with something that was worthy. So I threw that head kick in there. Kicks, all techniques are 1 point in PKC region. And I knew the time was running out, so I was just trying to throw some strikes and throw some kicks to keep him back. So that way I just let the time run out. Wasn't too worried about scoring a point. Now this next one, this guy had my number the whole way through, and I felt off the whole day anyway. I couldn't close the distance, and that was really frustrating for me. Couldn't figure out how to close that gap, and he made me pay for it. Now see, we had to switch sides because I was actually on the red side this time, and there's a spot where I had to run to switch sides because I remembered that we were on the wrong side, and freaked him out a little bit. But it was really fun. Fun tournament. Again, trying to go in with kicks. His hands were down, so I wanted to go high. Just trying to maneuver everything. I actually got that point in there, but they didn't like it for some reason. I think he thought I was coming after him. Good shot. His hand got in there before my kick did. That was another good point there too. Just snuck right in there. Actually, I think I got that technique in. Not enough judges saw it. That was a good groin kick. That kick was good. Valid, perfectly placed, well timed. The second one he does later comes up and under. I think it may have actually been an illegal groin kick because I don't think it can come underneath. And I had a couple kicks in here too where I think my twist kick got in there before his hands did, but it was close. I don't think they gave it to either one of us. And I just couldn't. That right there was the groin shot. That was illegal. He was on the backside of me and came underneath. And that one hurt. That side kick was in, but judges didn't call it and didn't think it was good enough placement, I guess, or hard enough of a technique. And they called out of bounds there, and it's a short ring, so they're giving us a little bit more room. I'm down. And time's almost up, and I know I don't have enough time to make a score, but I should have been using my hands in this one, and I could not figure out. I actually think he scored that point there, but they didn't call it. Couldn't figure out how to close the distance enough, and here he is staying away, which is just super smart. It was a good, fun match, but just came up on the short end of it.